Welcome back to Heart Flow Part 2. Standing at the top of the mat, your feet are together. Just take a moment here to land on the mat. Taking your right foot back to the back of the mat and pivoting your hips all the way back to the back of the mat, making sure that your heel is in line with your heels. Opening up your hands. You're in Warrior 2 position of the legs. You're lengthening forward, trying to catch whatever you can imaginary on your right hand. And when you reach your max, just pivot yourself down without collapsing so that your right hand is either on your calf, it can be on your ankle, ideally aiming to take your peace finger on your toes, but whatever feels comfortable for you. Lengthening through that left hand up towards the sky or the ceiling. And again, make sure you don't collapse that left shoulder forward. So rolling it back. If anything, you're opening up your heart towards the sky. Checking in that your left hip is also stacked over the right. Easy breath in, lengthens you up. Exhale, grounds you down. And just take your time here. Looking down towards your right foot and windmilling your hands all the way back up. Pivoting over towards the front of your mat, checking in heel to heel again, roll those shoulders down. Now then lengthen through that left hand as far as it can go. Then you just pivot the hands. Make sure you don't collapse the right shoulder or the right hip. Catch whatever you can, calf, ankle, or the toe. And just make sure that you are lengthening up on an inhale and exhale, you're grounding yourself down. Easy breath, landing down on your mat. Making sure that you're waking up your fingers here so everything is active. Don't collapse into it. Growing upwards. Lengthening through everything that can grow. Grounding down everything that can be grounded as well. Looking down to your left foot. Windmilling your hands back. Coming with your hands on your hips. Pivoting yourself to the back of the mat. Making sure heel to heel again. Making sure you clean that right gutter by using that right hand. Inhaling your left hand up towards the sky. Exhaling it all the way forward first, then you ground it down. You can either put it inside or outside your right foot. When you're grounded, make sure that you open up that right hand up towards the sky. You're stacking your right hand over your left hand. Clean that right gutter out and feel the twist, feel the organs being nicely detoxified as you open up the heart. Open up the heart, remember, can be done by just dropping your shoulders and rolling the shoulder blades in towards your spine. Easy breath, looking down and windmilling your hands all the way up to change sides. Hands on your hips. Clean the left gutter out this time. Taking your left hand, clean it out and bring that right hand up to the sky. Gutter clean, folding forward, reach as far as you can go. And then when you're ready, placing that hand inside or outside the left foot. The left hand shoots up towards the sky, stacking left hand over right, inhaling and exhaling. Easy breath, taking your time to ground on an exhale and lengthen on an inhale. Easy breath with the fingers, lengthening through it, fully active. And when you're ready, looking down to that left foot, windmilling your hands all the way up, open up. And then top of the mat, feet together, Samasthiti. Hands to heart, and then release. Shoulders down, easy breath. When you're ready, bringing your left foot back to the back of the mat, grounding yourself down into a side angle. I like to release that right arm by bringing it forward and over rather than trying to lock through the shoulder blade. When you're ready, you can bring that left hand inside or final position is outside the left foot. 90 degrees with that left leg. You are in Warrior 2 position with the legs, heel to heel again. Easy breath, rolling that right shoulder down. Open up your heart. If that's too much with the hands down, you can always bring the hand up. Find the modification. Don't stop breathing. Back into Warrior 2, straighten that front leg and then changing sides. Heel to heel, grounding down to side angle. And this time your left hand shoots up and over, dropping down your right inside or outside the foot as you please. Opening up the heart. If anything, you're opening up towards the sky. So there's a little bit of a back bend action here. So don't collapse. If you feel you're collapsing, come up onto your elbow, onto your knee. Easy breath, bringing yourself all the way back up, hands on hips, facing the back of your mat. This time we're going to go down bending into a warrior one position. Then you can release the back leg, drop the knee down, inhaling your right hand up to the sky, bringing that the right elbow outside your left knee and coming into a prayer position. Make sure that the prayer is at your heart level. If you're feeling strong, pop the back knee off, coming up into your tippy toe. If you want to take it even further, drop the back leg into a warrior two position, foot, so 90 or 45 degrees, and then you just bring that left hand up and over again, over towards your left ear, lengthening through, so your right hand is on its fingertips or flat, and you're just grounding yourself into your position, windmilling yourself all the way around, and the same thing on the other side. So going down into a low lunge, getting that left elbow outside the right knee, coming your hands into prayer. And if you want, lengthen through, dropping the back heel, and just take it wherever you want that modification to be today. What you don't want to do is to stop breathing. That normally means that you've gone beyond your limit. Lengthening through, and when you're ready, windmilling yourself all the way back up. And then top of the mat, Samasthiti, hands to heart, heart to hands. Let it go. Rolling your shoulders back. And when you're ready, bring that left leg back, and we're going to stop here on the length of the mat. Making sure that your toes are slightly together and you're cleaning your gutter out so that you can fold yourself forward. Now go to the limit of a folded forward action so that you are folding a book rather than rolling the back. Make sure you lengthen through the spine, relax your shoulders. You can keep your fingertip and make sure that you're lengthening through your spine, feeling as if you had a bit more air coming through each vertebrae. Fingertips are either on the mat or flat hands, as you please. Relax the neck. Inhaling and exhaling. Trying to bring your elbows closely together. Then walk yourself over to your right knee, right foot. Again, make sure that it's a forward fold and not a roll. Inhaling and exhaling. Easy breath. Coming back to the center, lengthen through, elbows down if you're a little further now, lengthening, and then coming over to your left foot, same as the other side, making sure that it's a forward fold over that left knee and not a roll. When you're ready, coming back towards the center of the mat. Now, if a headstand is in your practice, so we're going to go for a tripod headstand, so make sure that your head and your hands are in an equidistant triangular shape. Do not put your head on the same line as your hands, you will fall. Once you're grounded, go into an upside down crow, so your arms are in a 90 degree. Your legs can come out first as a V, just to make sure that you actually get your balance. And if you feel nice and strong, you can bring them up into tripod headstand. Go to where your limit is today. You might have your feet on the ground. You might stop at the upside down crow. You might come into the open leg. And rewinding yourself back out, try and come back up into crow and slowly release down into Malasana. Yogi squat. Hands together in prayer, and just release it here, opening up your hips, trying to get your heels down if you can, no problem if you can't. Hands back down, give yourself a nice forward fold and ragdoll yourself out. Easy breath, in and out. Hands back down, and when you're ready, shaking out, roll yourself vertebrae at a time, all the way back up to Samasthiti, top of the mat. Grounding yourself back down, regathering your thoughts, hands into prayer. When you're ready, with an inhale and an exhale, zipping your core up, tucking your pelvis in, bringing your hands into a prayer position in the back of your back. Bring that right leg all the way back and pivoting around towards the back of the mat. Making sure you've got about a meter distance between your feet. Your back leg is at 45 degrees. If you want to hold on to your elbows, you can. If the prayer position is there for you, do so as well. And then you just fold forward straight legs into pyramid pose. making sure that you are folding again and not rolling. Your chin is aiming towards your shin and not so much your thigh. So you're trying to lengthen through that spine. When you're ready, bring yourself all the way back up and placing your right hand down to get into half moon. Stack the left hip over your right, inhaling that left hand up to the sky, grounding here. Inhaling, you feel your lengthen. Exhale, you feel yourself grounding down. Hold it here. And when you're ready, coming all the way around, back, checking in to the front of the mat. Bring your hands in prayer or holding onto the elbows if you need to. Making sure your heels are in alignment, opening up your heart, and then folding forward, feeling the clean of the gutter, getting your chin towards your shin, relaxing your toes, pyramid pose, lengthening forward, looking towards your front foot. When you're ready, bring down that left hand down, stacking your right hip over your left, right hand shoots up to the sky, keeping fingertips active. We never do anything passively, even if we don't finalize any of our poses, because everything is breath through movement. Everything is an active breath through movement. When you're ready, coming all the way back, and then coming up to the top of the mat, Samasthiti. Holding your hands down, shoulders down, taking that right foot up into a tree pose. Just coming over to the side so that you can see me, and wobbling over. So bringing in that right foot and pushing into the left leg. Now the trick with this is to push on both legs. So your left leg is pushing into your foot and your right foot is pushing into your leg. Grounding yourself down, inhaling your hands all the way up, keeping them in prayer, or you can bring them in any position that you want. If you want to take this further, you can bring that right leg into high up and then down to a half lotus. Now you want to zip in your core. You want to make sure that nothing is happening on your knee, and then bring that right hand all the way around, catching your inner left elbow and slowly wiggling it down. And if you can, you're holding onto your foot, lifting that left hand up towards the sky and folding forward. If you don't have the bind, you can just keep a hold of your elbow. It'll be a little more tricky on your balancing. If you do have the bound, just grind down your left hand onto the mat and forward fold. Easy breath. There should be no pain in this. If there is, release it down. Slowly coming all the way back up. Don't spring out of it. Be controlled, placing your hands back down. Samasthiti. I like to keep on rolling those shoulders back down when I get to Samasthiti. It just reminds me to let it go. Inhaling the left foot up again in a tree pose, push and pull. So make sure that everything is pushing together and grounding down. Zipping up your core, hands in Samasthiti. When you're ready, inhaling your hands all the way up, palms can go together. And then if you want to take it further, make sure again that everything is easy breath. Taking that left foot into half lotus, the left hand comes all the way down, catching the inner elbow, or the foot if you can. And if you've got the foot, you can go for a forward fold. If you don't have the foot and you want to try the balancing version of this, by all means do. But taking your time, don't over stress this. If it's not for you right now, it might be for you tomorrow. Not a big deal. When you're ready, inhaling yourself all the way back up, trying to wiggle yourself gently back into Samasthiti, top of the mat. Beautiful. Inhaling your hands all the way up. Exhaling yourself, folding forward, diving over the cliff. Inhaling to a flat back. Exhaling, grounding those hands, step, float, jump back into a strong plank. Dropping down into Chaturanga, knees and no knees as you please. Inhaling up to Cobra, 90 degrees with your elbows. Exhaling through to Downward Dog. And slowly walk it out. Taking your time, dropping down on your knees. Your knees are as wide as the mat. Your feet are touching into Child's Pose. And release. Bringing you to the end of part 2. If you want to take this further, part 3 will come soon. Namaste.